everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. The only podcast in which 2 plus 2 equals 5. You know that?
Is that kind of joke is that? Because we don't make sense?
You know what? You made more sense of it than I would have. Yep.
All right.
Sean Montague already in the chat says, oh, word. Oh, word indeed. More like, oh, numbers.
Yeah.
Because apparently we do have EA math, so.
Yeah, my math, I don't think there's enough math to be used this week to make up for what's coming towards the end of this show. That's all I'm going to say.
In fact, we may have to use EA math against you in one of these segments.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Long division, 69, and all that other shit.
Gonna be some long division, all right.
What?
Oh, hey. Heyo. Got him.
Oh,
Bam.
where are my pants?
Oh God, this is the King of Anime podcast, the only podcast where we're not only bad at math, but we're bad in general, and we also lock in a bunch of anime at the beginning of a season, and we cover it, and we talk about it every week, all the newest episodes that week, and it's great, and we love it, and sometimes we hate it, and for most of it, we generally just look forward to EA's rants, to which there will be many tonight, from what I'm told.
Just one. Just one giant rant.
When that Chainsaw Man, right?
I plead the fifth.
All right, Chainsaw Man. Then everybody knows when to tune in. Tune in when we talk about Chainsaw Man, people. You're not interested in what we talked about before. QRW6 says, what up, KOA? We can finally say rest in peace to the Crunchyroll Awards because Sony is most likely to keep it all in Crunchyroll. So shows like Cyberpunk are not going to get nominated.
That's funny, but sad.
That's it's very Sony of them to do.
Yeah, instead they'll nominate their...
God of War is going to show up. God of War is going to win Anime of the Year. I'm telling you right now. Ragnarok's got it.
I mean, those games are like movies.
Exactly.
But,
and they're animations.
I mean, nobody should really take the Crunchyroll Award serious.
Yeah, it sucks every year, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I still tune in just because I want to have a little faith, but yeah.
There's that one year they did that band played the Cowboy Bebop opening. That was pretty good. About it.
Yeah.
How you doing, Rishi? Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated.
What's good, baby?
Yeah, so we got a lot of anime to talk about this week. This may be one of the funnest weeks in general to talk about anime, at least in this season in recent memory. So this should be a very memorable episode, in the very least. So I guess we should just go ahead and get into viewer questions. If you don't know about this, in the Google Doc in the description below, you can click on that and submit your own questions. And we recommend you do, because we got 10 this week. 10 questions.
Wow.
That's a lot of questions. I might not have enough answers.
We should have a theme song for whenever viewer mail comes or viewer questions. We just have like a segment dedicated to, whoa, it's viewer questions with C and Sasuke and EA.
Wait, I gotcha. We
have to have like a Blues Clues, like mailbox-esque jingle.
Oh, that would be great.
We got this.
The questions are here. Here's the question. Oh, all right. Well, here we go. Here's the questions, they never fail. Make me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail.
Beautiful.
That was so beautiful.
It was just seventh chords. Very easy to pull that one off. Do I get an award for that?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I
Public
win?
Servant Award. Thank you.
That's a very sus title that I have. I'm not sure if I like that.
An award. You got to be happy, regardless of what it is.
I was thinking I could win the God of War Ragnarok award. You know?
Next year.
Yeah. Fuck Elden Ring. Worst game ever made. First question is, hi guys, it's Storm, in reference to Decrepit Storm, longtime viewer, first time caller. I don't have anything to ask, but I thought I'd send something in so that not every write-in is about furry lollies. Have a good show. Thanks, Decrepit.
Thank you, Decrepit.
Much appreciated.
Now on to the furry lolly questions.
God damn it. Next question. Who's the most dumb MCU character in your opinion? Wanda, Star-Lord, Groot, or Drax?
Drax.
Drax, I mean, mentally, yeah, he is dumb. He doesn't understand the reference of, like,
Goes right over his
the act
head.
of right. Nothing will go over my head because I will catch it before it goes over. He takes everything literally, so I would say he's pretty dumb. At least Groot has his own language and comprehends things. He just has the mind of a child.
I guess so. I'm gonna pick Drax as well, because relatively speaking, I still think Groot is more intelligent than probably Drax. So.
You know what needs to happen? They need to put Starfire, like Teen Titans cartoon Starfire, in a room with Drax, and then people just say idioms like "Are you under the weather?" and they just see how they react. We need.
Oh yeah. What is this weather that you speak of? I do not know this weather, because the weather is always around me.
You know, it's
Of course,
funny,
I am under the weather. I am above everything.
That's funny.
QRW6 says Drax, but I think people still have a grudge on Star-Lord for Infinity War.
Oh, that whole thing.
Oh, but that doesn't make him dumb. It just makes him emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotions are weak.
Yeah, so I just don't feel anymore.
It's the best way to live.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Who's the better villain in your opinion? You can use animation or movies for references. A, the Penguin, or B, the Joker?
A better villain? I mean, I don't really have the...
I mean,
My
iconic,
issue is...
it'd be the Joker, but
Yeah.
we're going with
My
better.
issue is I don't really have much exposure to the Penguin. So I'm really saying the Joker just because of, having like the animated cartoons plus Dark Knight in his favor. So like I can't really say like me picking the Joker is a definitive thing because like I said, I just don't really have much experience with the Penguin. I only really seen him in 2 movies.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't the main focus, so
Yeah, he's cool in Batman Returns. Like Danny DeVito plays the Penguin.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Really good.
He's
man.
really good in that. But like he looks just like a penguin. But I still gotta give it to Joker. Just because Joker is just a loose cannon.
I like the Joker a lot, but I want to give it to the Penguin just to be the contrarian here. It's because I like the Penguin. He was really scary when Danny DeVito played him, and he was kind of frightening in the animated series as well, depending on which
yes.
adaptations you're watching. And I think he's best in those animated adaptations. I think those are where most of my memories are with the Penguin. So I like him. He's a little underrated because you have the Joker. I mean, of course you're going to be underrated compared to the Joker. It's like it's the Joker is like the Mick Jagger of Batman, of course. Duh. So
Yeah. You also had his depictions in Arkham City. Penguin was good in that too, the video game.
His last name is Cobblepot. He was just born to be a villain.
Yep, Oswald Cobblepot.
Rishi says Colin Farrell was brilliant too.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I honestly didn't even know that was Colin Farrell. Like, he had a whole lot of makeup and prosthetics on him. I was like, oh, that's Colin okay.
Well, next question. I assume this is where we get into at least the furry segment of viewer questions. For $100 US an hour, would you be Makima's dog? And then he adds on here, you're tied to a leash and you behave like an actual dog.
No.
As long as I'm not in public, yeah. 100 an hour? Yeah.
Satsuki, that's like, hell yeah. Sign me
Yeah,
up.
100 an hour?
And I get to be with Makima?
But that's the thing. It's not even because of that. That's just a lot of fucking money to pass up.
That is true.
Like I said, my stipulation is like if I'm doing this in public or if I'm being recorded or something like that, the embarrassment and the shame is going to kick in, and then I'll say no. But if it's just like I'm a inside dog or something.
Wait.
Then
So
yeah,
let's say you do this 14 hours a day. So 14 times 100, that's $1,400 a day times 365. That's $500,000.
it's a lot of money.
I'm doing it.
And and it's not like you had to do dog activities all day. Dogs sleep.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
I said no.
I understand.
That's over $500,000. I
know.
I don't care what she makes me do. I'm a dog. I'm a dog now.
Well, see, sometimes you can't put a price on dignity, but I'm putting a price on mine. 100 an hour is fine.
I can see a Craigslist ad opening. You want to be a dog for 100 an hour? Come on over to the Society of Demon Hunting or whatever they're called. We'll pay you.
And also, I have a little inside knowledge. This is not really it's not really a spoiler. It's not like Makima mistreats dogs, so that's a plus. You're in good hands.
QRW6 says
If the dogs are bad, though.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
be a good boy.
the real question is, who let the dogs out, right?
Me.
QRW6 says being Makima's dog is like selling your soul for money. My dignity matters.
We all sell our souls here and there.
Listen, all I gotta do is be her dog for a year and I get $500,000. How much money that is? It's a lot of money.
Aren't you ever going to miss your friends and family?
I mean, this is not like a permanent thing. If it's just a job, then I can go in there, do my dog stuff for a little bit, come out
Borf,
as a rich man.
Borf, borf.
Borf.
Oh, boy.
And if I get treated, like, what if I'm a good dog? She's gonna give me stuff.
True. And you probably will get free food, maybe.
It's a win-win. Light Roller says bring back shame. Coming from Light Roller.
Bring back shame.
You're just being an actor in the situation. That's all it is. It's theatrics.
Yeah. That's all it is. Training for a role. It'll work. I promise. It'll be great. Next question. You're cursed with an anime trope to live for the rest of your life. Which one are you going with? I personally would go with falling in titties trope.
I feel like that'll get tiring. Because, like, what if it's not titties that you like?
I'm picking Lucky Lechery from Fire Force.
You're a vile human being. What trope? There's so many anime tropes.
There really is.
I guess I'll just go with something that's going to benefit me no matter what, and it's the main character wins, always wins. So then I could just get into reckless shit, and then I'll know for sure I'll still survive. It's a good trope.
Yeah, don't want to be K. K is the opposite of the main character always wins.
Oh, I almost thought you said you don't want to be gay.
I mean, the way they treat gay people in anime sometimes is not favorable, so.
This is true.
Me, I would be, of course, the one that is always the underestimated person, but I'm super powerful, and it's, everybody that'll see me go, "Nani? What?" It's just, yep, I'm a lot stronger than you thought I was, and now you're dead.
EA's Josuke.
Yeah, I'm Josuke, Jotaro. I'm pretty much every Dragon Ball character. Where it's like, oh, this person, they're hiding their power level. They're not that strong. All of a sudden you break their ankle. Oh my god!
QRW6 says Satsuki wins because he's Satsuki.
Thank you.
That's nice.
I cry. Next question. Is there a line in the sand you don't cross where anime and manga is involved? I'm talking about getting figurines, Funko Pops, body pillows, anime shirts, cat ears, / Naruto headband.
I guess they already named one. Body pillows is something I haven't done, and I don't think I will.
I probably no body pillow, no boob mouse purses or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That too.
None of that.
Yeah. None of the really obviously pervy stuff.
Yeah.
You see, I actually now there's also, I think it's when people say body pillows, that can also be a little misleading because there are generally just normal ass body pillows people use. I got one to correct my sleeping posture. I don't use it anymore, but it's just a giant plain pillow that's just long. So
you get a normal ass body pillow? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
You just have an ass on there.
Yeah.
It's not too big.
Hang on.
It's not too big. It's not flat. Just right. Normal.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it was to help correct my sleeping posture, and it worked.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
I bet it did. I bet you went to bed with hardness.
You know what? The other day, I was downstairs and I saw my brother, and you know what he was wearing?
A shirt.
Hopefully clothes.
My Vladilena shirt.
Oh no! How'd that make you feel?
Is he still alive?
I didn't tell him it was mine, but because looks like he washed it and it shrunk 2 sizes. I was like, I don't want this anyways.
Damn it.
Get another one.
So does that mean that you held the shirt going, "It's okay, baby. I'm here for you"?
What have you done?
No, but it was a nice shirt though. I may buy another one.
I respect it.
Yeah. Goodbye, shirt.
Next question. One of these 4, which series made you cry the most? Anohana, School Days, Another, or A Silent Voice?
Wait, who the hell cried at School Days?
I didn't. I was confused the whole time.
And Another too, because Another's not really like sad. It's just horrific. That's like saying like, did you cry at Final Destination? No, I don't think I did. I mean, out of those, Anohana, like the last episode, anybody who's watched it would know what I'm referencing. I feel like it happened in a silent voice, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know, like, I've recently watched Anohana recently, as in like last 2 years, so I remember that distinctively. So
yeah, I'd go with Onohana. It's such a it's such a bittersweet ending, and Southern voice a little bit because of the beginning, but the ending wasn't didn't make me cry. Anohana for sure.
Yeah, Anohana for me. Out of those four is the only one that legit made me cry. That being said, if I were to pick the one I like the most out of this, it's a silent voice. I've done like 3 or 4 videos on it, and they're all super in depth. So it's one of my favorites in that regard. But yeah. Next question.
And we're talking about a series made by the same mangaka, so
That is true. Her track record
always cool
seems to
to
be
think
pretty
about
good.
that.
So,
Yeah.
in your opinion, what's your favorite Marvel solo movie out of these 4? Captain America, The First Avenger, Iron Man, Thor, or Doctor Strange?
Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man kicked it off. If it was Captain America Winter Soldier, I'd probably have to go with that, but yeah, Iron Man. Definitely Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man. For sure. I liked the First Avenger. I didn't like Thor. Never saw Doctor Strange. That's about the time that I started tuning out, and Thor, it was sort of forgettable, I think, in terms of its marketing and stuff. Just didn't seem interesting. But yeah.
Thor had its moments. You know, it had the smashing of the glass. Bring me another, and then just the scene where he's like, "Unhand me, mortals! You do not understand. I am Odin's son," and then he gets shot with the shot, and then he gets like knocked out.
Now, I think Captain America had the best like the movies out of the bunch when you include all of them, because it's Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Yeah.
But if you're just saying standalone, their first movie, yeah, Iron Man, I think, is the best for me.
QRW6 says Iron Man, Tony Stark had a path of redemption in the movie.
Yeah, he did. He built his heart in a cave with a box of scraps.
Yeah, and it was so good, Disney was like, hey, let's just copy and paste for the next 800 movies. Great.
That damn Control V.
Yeah. The handy dandy tool. Next question. What are y'all thoughts on Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime and how much of an impact it's having for just being a grand return? I'll say this right now. I never expected in a million freaking years for Bleach to not only come back after 10 plus years, but to be even bigger than it has ever been. This anime trends 24/7 on Twitter. 24/7. It's massive. It's one of the biggest anime I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's cool that it came back, and I love the animation style. It's definitely neat just to see it return after all these years and get a proper ending. I recently stopped watching it because something recently pissed me off to the point where I stopped watching it. So I said to myself, never again. I'll eventually pick it up, but I don't know. It needs a timeout.
I totally understand you, EA. When I read it, it ended off on the volume before that thing happened. Read the next volume, first chapter, that thing happened, and I was just so flabbergasted at how Kubo could ruin everything he built up before then. It was actually incredible. I could not believe how he did that.
Yeah, because when that happened, that episode, everything was amazing. Like, it was some of the best animation I've ever seen. Just so badass. And then just kidding.
Tee
Right? It's exactly what it was. And I both love and hate the fact that Bleach gets popularity, but God, I don't understand why. After that, I don't know.
My opinion, my thoughts are Rangiku. Next question. Who do you think is winning the best feat contest between
This is a light ruler question, by the way.
Priscilla, Aqua, Power, Fiona? Please don't assume the identity of the person asking this question. Many people like feet.
It's too late.
That's stupid. He had another foot question like a couple weeks ago.
Wow. Light ruler in the chat. Great question is what he says. Wonder why.
Light ruler, you need to stop with this feet obsession.
Priscilla, because she's probably takes care of herself. Power definitely doesn't, so she's out of the question.
I want to say Power walks and smears shit between her toenails and stuff. So,
oh my god.
Fiona. What is it? Aqua. Well, Aqua's always pure, so maybe they're always clean.
I wouldn't trust Aqua.
That's true. She does puke rainbows and, always purify the tea.
Well, Himeno vomits rainbows as well, so.
Yeah, that's right. She does.
They both.
Vomit.
Well, I think Fiona and Priscilla are like the ones, the upper echelon, I guess. But I will go with Priscilla.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Priscilla, not because of her feet, but because of her boobs.
She has power. Well, wait. Did she kick Subaru? Oh no, she just like threw him. Okay, so never mind. I thought she kicked. No, I think she kicked him too.
I pick my wife, Saber.
Your lifesaver?
My wife, Seba.
Your wife, Saber?
Seba.
Well, here's a damn lifesaver. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Is it a hard one or the chewy ones?
Ooh, I gotta go with the chewy ones. And my favorite of the chewy ones are the wild berry. The wild berry lifesavers. Chewy. So good.
I cannot wait till I hit my weight goal so I can actually eat snacks again.
I look forward to it. We will all celebrate.
Oh yeah, I'm after it hits the new year, I'm drinking immediately.
Oh my god. Your liver. Satsuki, you gotta think about your liver.
It's had 4 months to rest.
Well, let's get into the next segment of the show. We talk about what you've been watching, playing, doing, crying, all that stuff. We're doing this week because I've been playing for the past couple of weeks Dragon Age Origins in anticipation for the Dragon Age anime. It's coming on Netflix in a couple, three weeks or so, 2 or 3. I just wanted to ask if any of you guys have played this game.
Nope.
Doubt it.
It's pretty dang good. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever played Baldur's Gate. It's by the same people that made Baldur's Gate, BioWare. This is like BioWare's last golden age game before they started flopping repeatedly over and over in some way or fucking something up, even though I think Mass Effect 3's ending is perfectly fine. Besides that, yeah, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. After playing this game, I originally was just going to play this one, but I'm going to jump in for Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition. So I'm excited for that, to get through those. I'm about done with Origins, and it's made me pretty excited for the anime as well. I don't know if any of you seen the trailer for this anime, but the animation looks pretty crazy. So hopefully it's another Cyberpunk Edge Runners kind of situation where we get another good anime. But I just wanted to bring that up, just because I think it's a good game and I wanted to mention it. I recommend it.
Nice.
Since we're on the topic of games, I last played. Well, it's going to be the same thing. Well, I guess maybe it'll change 2 weeks from now. But I was playing Danganronpa 2, I played what is probably my least favorite chapter of the bunch, which may be controversial. It's chapter 4. I didn't like the ending, but as always, because I played on stream and I have a couple of people watching me on Twitch, I was make the best out of the situation. We had fun, but these 11-hour streams are starting to kill me.
I wonder why. It's almost like you're streaming for 11 hours.
Mystery. We'll find out.
Yeah, I binge watched the new Netflix show Wednesday, which was based off the Addams Family, but it takes place, in the perspective of Wednesday Addams. And that one was directed by Tim Burton. He's one of my favorite directors. He hasn't done anything good in a good long time, like amazing, but this one was pretty good. This one was fun. It's 8 episodes long. It's PG 13 or TB 14, whatever. So it's kind of a more mature take on the Addams Family. There's legit blood and all this stuff. I think the casting's perfect except for Gomez. I really didn't like the choice for who they had for Gomez, but everyone else, Morticia, Pugsley, Wednesday, everybody was good. If you're a fan of the Addams Family, you'll definitely like this, because I like the Addams Family. Not a huge fan of the Addams Family, but I've always thought it was pretty cool, just because it's like a weird family inside a normal society, and they always are. It's like anything that's bad, they love. It's like the opposite of everything. But yeah, definitely check that one out. And I also watched all of Austin Powers again for the 100th time, like all 3 movies. And I gotta admit, they need to make a 4th one to close it out.
Like freaking laser beams.
Attached to their freaking heads. Throw me a freaking bone here. I gotta ask, what's your favorite Austin Powers? If any of you have seen Austin Powers.
Yo, Dad, we gotta kill him. Like, we could just kill him right here.
It's been so long.
Give me the gun. I'll shoot him right now.
That's gotta be my favorite character.
Scotty.
Yep.
Yeah, Scotty's great. I love Mini-Me, fat bastard.
Get in my belly.
Oh my god, how many times did you say that in school? I know when I was in school, everybody was saying that when that movie came out. Get in my belly.
I eat because I'm sad, and I'm sad because I eat.
Oh my god, that's like one of my favorite scenes when he's like, now there's someone I need to get in touch with and forgive. Myself. And he's just quiet for a long time, and you just hear, I'm sorry. I farted. I fucking die every time.
Oh my god. Remember it was the 3rd one? Remember Tom Cruise was in it, right? He did the cameo?
Yeah.
Played as Austin Powers?
He was playing as Austin Powers, and Danny DeVito was Mini-Me. Kevin Spacey was Dr. Evil. That kind of aged poorly. Yeah. And then John Travolta was Goldmember. I remember that.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
What was your favorite, Satsuki?
It has been years since I watched Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I was maybe 6 or 7, and my memory does not go that far back.
Well, we're gonna have to have a Austin Powers podcast.
I'm down.
But first, we gotta do a Shrek podcast because of the new movie that came out.
There's a new Shrek movie that came out?
It's a Puss in Boots movie. It's called The Final Wish or something.
Is Antonio Banderas in it?
I mean, I think he is. I can't imagine it not being. Pray for mercy from Puss and Boots.
Cats. Love them. You hate them. Can't live without them. Wow.
That's true.
All right. Well, let's get into the actual show. Let's talk about F, A Tale of Dankery, episode 7. What did you guys think about this episode?
Oh
Amazing.
my
Amazing.
goodness! I thought this was the episode when I said it last week, and yeah, this was the episode. It's you said it, Sasuke. It's amazing. What did do you want to jump into the ending, like the epic freaking crazy ending, or do you want to
Yeah,
go from the beginning?
this was
I feel like if we don't, like, we gotta address the elephant in the room, because like that is the scene. I'm not kidding when I say like that might be one of my favorite anime scenes in general. And I watched over 100, 200 anime. Like that's one of my favorite scenes, and it's literally just text popping up on the screen. The way it was directed, and the music, the voice acting, everything they did in that scene was perfect.
First time I ever saw that, I got legit goosebumps. Like I was watching it the whole time, just going, oh my god! And because I was thinking, you're thinking, it's not going to be much longer, is it? And then it goes on, and normally that comes and like hurts scene if it goes on forever like that. For me, I think it helps it and makes it even more uncomfortable when you see it, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for this character.
It's so good too, because I feel like you could take not just that scene, the phone call, but if you take her backstory and you pair it with that phone call scene, that people could watch that scene, just that scene, and have no prior context, and still they won't feel the same impact as you, but they could still feel the same emotion of unease and everything that they were going for with that scene. Like that's how well it was done, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it felt like the director of this episode feels like he saw Evangelion and the stuff, basically just anything with Evangelion that deals with psychotic or mental stuff, and was like, you know what, I can do this better, and tried to outdo it, and he tried to outdo it with simplicity, and I think it totally worked. I think absolutely this is just for this moment alone, I think this is without a doubt the best episode we've seen so far, just because it was that good.
Yeah, it's I just love how slow of a build it is too. You know, it's literally just, I'm here waiting for you, don't forget. Now I'm getting a little annoyed. Now I'm getting mad. Now I'm getting sad, and now I'm getting desperate. And now I'm getting to the point where it's almost psychotic in a way, and it's like, I just love that transition. And yeah, the voice actress that did it was spot on. Just perfect.
Yeah, it's so good. It's really good. I think you kind of, I think the reason why this works so well is because, like you say, it took its time. It didn't rush it. It didn't do any shock value stuff. It was like a slow turn. It was slowly, it started out like, oh, okay, this is all right. I see where this is going, and it just keeps going. And I think that's what is so cool about it. What's so shocking about it? What made that scene work so well? Just took its time.
Yeah. And it's just the way it was done. Like I said, EA said it made him feel uncomfortable. I said unease. Like the way the text is just it's just sprawled all over across the screen, and then it starts to overlap each other, and it just kind of symbolizes like what's going through Miyako's mind in terms of everything being cluttered, because like as her one-sided conversation keeps going, it starts to get to a point where it's like you're not even making sense anymore, and it's like you as a viewer, like she understands what's going on, but she's just breaking down. Like and like I said, the text kind of symbolizes that, just with it being all over the place and it starting to run into each other to the point where you can't even make sense of the words. Obviously, it's Japanese, so I couldn't do that anyways. But I'm pretty sure if this was done in English, you wouldn't be able to make out some of the sentences because of everything just running into each other.
That's what she said.
Why did she say that though?
I don't know. But she literally said it, so.
She said a lot of things.
Yeah. So we could say that, right?
Like,
Not too soon, right?
No. Apologize to Miyako.
I apologize, cheeky girl.
She's a very cheeky girl.
She get it from her mama.
Otherwise, in this episode, we really first half kind of focuses on Renji and Chihiro's relationship again. It continues to be extremely wholesome. This was some good stuff. I like the whole process of her writing this book and Renji every day trying to support her the best that he knows he can, which is just to cook her food. And that's just really nice. Simple and sweet.
Yeah.
I think the opposite. I think this episode showed like the cracks and everything.
No, it did. It definitely did, because she was talking about how she want to be presented in the character that she's writing wants to be presented as not like cute or something like that, but more discomfort. That's what you're supposed to feel when you're reading it, which I thought is brilliant. Like, you think, oh wow, look at this cute fragile girl, but you're not, like, on the outside looking in, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it is. So that discomfort really juxtaposes, and I think that really works for what she's going for.
And obviously that girl is supposed to represent herself. So in kind of like the same way that oh my god, Renji, we got it. Okay, the same way that Renji we saw, like in the first episode, his whole dream was to be like the prince who saves his princess, and Chihiro was supposed to be that for him. And I'm sure when he first saw her, the things that were popping up in his head, it was, oh, it's a cute girl. And of course, like, the story is supposed to indicate in the same way that he kind of misconstrued that Chihiro's just a cute girl. As things progress and he starts to understand more about her, then he starts to realize that's not all there is to it. There's a lot of darkness, uncertainties, and things that he has to deal with. And this is why church guy was like, don't get involved with her. Now he's starting to see why that's the case. The whole memory thing is a big obstacle to overcome, because as we've been saying, regardless of how she treats him with her words and everything, the feeling isn't going to be there because it doesn't carry over. Like, feelings had to be compounded on, built upon, and all she's really doing is reading her book and thinking, this is how I should act, this is how I think I feel about him, this is how I think things should go. But as the beach scene was showing us, she's just saying like, you should kiss me here, because that's what she read in her book, that she likes him and their relationship is progressing, but she doesn't really feel that way, like in her heart of hearts. And that is the issue with the whole memory loss. And a moment where they kind of had a falling out at the end, that could completely break their relationship. There's no faith to build upon other than these moments that are being written in a book. So yeah. It's really tough.
Very heartbreaking too. And I loved kind of how when you saw that relationship, you saw kind of, I don't know what it was, like the static of the television. Every time something would happen, and then it would go to a conversation they previously had. And that would be when Renji was like, man, I told this woman all this stuff before, and now I have to tell her again. And I get it. That's part of her memory loss. But I'm sure, you know, you kind of already explained it. That would definitely wear on somebody, especially if you have to go through all that every day. Just like 50 First Dates, except not as fun. It's not as fun, Adam
Home
Sandler.
is where you make it. Home is what? Home is where you make it.
Yeah, because the way they depict it in the movie, oh, it's great, whatever. This is more the darker, like, what it would be like if she literally, because it is like a blank slate every day. She doesn't remember him. She just remembers him from a book.
Home is where you make it.
I heard you the first time.
Speaking of home and where you make it,
Oh god.
MILF.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
man.
sure I like this MILF anymore. She's very
What is wrong with her?
she's very Oedipal-y. She as I have in my notes here,
Oedipal?
like Oedipus, about
Oh,
Oedipus who
where...
wanted to have sex with his mother, or
Yeah,
to
yeah,
claim
but-
his mother
but-
from his father. But it's the
Didn't
opposite.
he not know? Right. Oh.
She
AKA Homelander.
I described her as Momoko I'd like to forget. She's
Yeah.
calm
She's got
down.
green hair.
She does have. She's grass.
Just very weird.
She's very incestuously grassy.
It's like so out of place, especially because this particular episode was the darkest one that we've seen thus far. And then just, oh, what are you doing, Renji? Let me press my boobs up against you.
Yeah,
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm your mom.
Made a
Did you know
sound
that?
effect.
You know, if this
Oh
thing
my
doesn't
God.
work out with your girlfriend, maybe we could smash. I
Yeah.
was expecting that. But, you know, she kind of alluded to it in a certain way.
Yeah, where's their father? Where's his father?
He needs a father quick, specifically just for her,
Yeah,
because
I
things are
mean,
getting out of hand.
Yeah, like, cause now he has like 2 love rivals he has to worry about. His own son and also Kuze apparently, so
Yeah.
things aren't looking good for him.
I wouldn't be surprised if the father's just like gone for some reason. He's just like,
Work.
she's work. I got work overseas.
I wonder why. I wonder
That's
why
always
he
the
has work
excuse.
overseas.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, was that pretty much it? It was really
Yes, that's it.
Hiro Renji had like one half of the episode, and like the rest was me. I guess we only talked about the scene. We didn't really talk about like everything that went into it. So like obviously, Hiro's at fault because he didn't call her and cancel. You know, tell her that he was canceling the date, which dick move. Like
To be true, he did leave his phone at home. And yeah, I agree. He should have said, hey, I'm getting my friend, we're going to have to reschedule this.
mm-hmm.
But he did leave his phone at home, and, well,
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Obviously, there's more things that go into it. It wasn't that he just gave her the cold shoulder. He was caring for Kay and all of that stuff. We get it. Still could have prevented some of the stuff that happened.
Right.
But that isn't to say that everything is 100% on him, because obviously Miyako has a lot of baggage. And even though it's kind of easy to say, oh, she overreacted, she hasn't known him for that long, it's just a date or whatever. From the backstory that we got of her, which is basically saying, they don't say anything explicitly, but you can glean that her parents divorced. She's living alone. She has abandonment issues, and it's not only because of that, it's because of what Kay said to her specifically, which was that she would erase her from Hero's life, and those words stuck to her, and she was afraid of that. So as you see in the phone call, like progressively, she's just like she's getting more and more frantic because she's thinking that's happening all over again. So very, very sad and emotional stuff. The fact that they did this with half the episode is pretty impressive.
I agree.
Still better than K.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely team Miyako, like no questions asked. Especially seeing that last scene, the very last scene.
Yep, after credits.
I am team Miyako. I will jump in this fucking anime and I'll be the bodyguard for Miyako.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, that she deleted. Well, did you notice? She left 99 messages.
Yeah.
But a bitch ain't one.
What?
I was thinking it and you said it.
99 messages, but a bitch ain't one.
Hit me.
Skippity.
But yeah, she deleted all of them. She deleted every single one of those messages, and Hero didn't even know.
She was walking fine then.
Right. She didn't have a limp then. She wasn't going, oh, my lumbago. Fuck you, uncle. Yeah, and all that other stuff.
When it's time to jump to conclusions, her leg will magically heal.
Right. So, oh, I feel so. Ooh, a piece of cake. Oh, it's a fucking miracle.
A piece of cake.
Oh my! I didn't even put that together.
Well, I guess it is time to move on to the next.
But well, no. I want to say this last thing.
Never mind.
I want to say this last thing. It's so ironic that Miyako's words were her very undoing to Kay, because she's the one that told Kay to basically go for it. Yeah. Admit that you like him. Obviously, she didn't do that yet, but she basically told her, just, go full in. Stop being in this place of, I won't tell him, but I still like him. I want him to. She basically told her to take initiative. And in a way, what she did by deleting those messages is taking initiative. So her very own words to, I won't say encourage her, but I guess to give her some peace of mind is what, like I said, is what became her undoing. So very, very profound stuff in this episode.
Yep. I love this show, and like that was definitely a really, really great episode. I cannot wait to see especially you see what y'all think of the remainder, because it gets. If you like this episode, you ain't seen nothing yet.
The remainder is a very good name for a sequel to The Last of Us.
I'm just happy that this show is living up to like the score I gave it, because I think I gave the show like a 9 out of 10 when I first watched it, and yeah, it may end up still being that quality when we rewatch it.
I give it a skibbity whoop out of 10.
I hate you.
Skibbity whoop.
If you understand the reference, you understand it. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
right, next show. To Your Eternity. Season 2, episode 6. This was a very
blood. Pink blood. Yeah, that's right, pink blood.
What the fuck just happened? Dude, he ain't being a hype man. And Satsuki's just like,
pink blood. What kind of blood? Blood? Pink blood.
What?
Put your hands in the air. I'm sorry. I got excited.
KRW6 says, Bond's definitely the highlight. So yeah, this episode of To Your Eternity was a pretty big one. One of the bigger episodes in recent memory. So what did you guys think about it?
Oh man, I hate and love this show. Like, some of the concepts introduced in this episode, or I guess not really introduced, but just further explored, interesting, made me go, huh, so that's how it works. But there's some other stuff that happened in the episode. I'm like, wait, what the fuck, why did this happen, what is this? This is like the most mixed bag show that we're watching this season, at least for me. I know like EA has his gripes with Chainsaw Man, and maybe that isn't a mixed bag, maybe that's just like a bag of shit. But this episode,
Bag of vomit.
Yeah. This episode is just, I actually wrote down something because I didn't want to forget it, and I'll say it later, about like one of the things I really liked in this episode, but it was followed by, okay, so I'll just say what I didn't like was the whole capture scene, because they have Bone, who everybody loves, and he has his entire posse with him, and they just knock him out and capture him, and then nobody does anything with like two people. It's not like they had an entire army that suppressed everyone. Like, everybody loves Bone, and they just knock him out. And it's kind of the same thing with Fushi. Like, how many times is he going to get captured? At some point, Fushi has to fight back against this. He's becoming the Princess Peach of I don't even know what genre this is, but yeah, he's Princess Peach.
That's a fair point, I think. What do you think, EA?
I think Kohaku is a damn liar.
This is why I was against this ship. I don't like it.
He said at the very beginning that he's straight, he's not into dudes. And then all of a sudden, you know, after he proposed and whatever, yada yada yada, Fushi turns back into his man version, and he's like, I don't mind if you become a man. Use a damn lie, Kohaku.
Yeah.
I think but you know what I think that is, and I didn't think about it until literally just now. So you see how, like, in the episode, and I want to further go into this later, how Fushi adopted like some of the feelings of the people that he has with him, like Perona in this episode, and March in last episode. I think the same thing might be happening with Hayase when it comes to that knocker within him.
Ooh.
Like, the feelings of Hayase are lingering on, and that's why he was he didn't care what form he took. I think Kohaku himself is straight and all of that stuff that he was saying before, but because his entire expression changed almost. I'm hoping that's true, because if that's just how he is, it's nothing really wrong with that. It's just like, so you're Hayase, what is it, 7.5? I don't know what number we're at.
68.3.
Hayase 7 remake.
Yeah. Hayase final season part 3.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
But yeah, I didn't even think of that till you just said that. But that's a really good point. It could be very well that thing that you said. It's just Hayase's tumor is coming through, and
it's not the tumor.
It is a tumor coming through and making Hokaku, whatever the fuck his name is, Kohaku, really love him in that way.
Yeah,
I don't care if you're a man.
After hearing you two talk about that, I think so. I think that is too. I originally just thought he was a liar, like EA said initially. But yeah, there may be two sides to this, and I think the other side is itching to get their tongues out. You know what I mean?
You.
Yeah. So maybe Fushi is right. Maybe we need to get that knocker out of Kahaku, and then we can we can
kiss.
I was thinking more of like move his character forward and have him play like a bigger role. But yes, kissing too does work. I like the concept that all of the forms that he has basically still retain their personalities and characteristics that are unique to them. For example, Perona doesn't like Kahaku because Kahaku was a descendant of Hayase. Yes, CA, right there. That image. That was weird. I was like, it looked like that, Hayase.
Yeah, that's an expression Hayase would make. That he's never made that expression, so it's very jarring. And that's why I didn't like it initially, but now thinking about it, I feel like the influence of her has lingered on for generations. And because of that, in the same way that she admired Fushi for being immortal, she became an immortal through her descendants. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think this season is going to probably focus on most likely freeing Kahaku from the grasps of that knocker, because it's the verbiage. We even see, like, which I think is really interesting. I didn't expect this to happen, but we see, like, at the beginning, like when Kahaku's like, marry me, and Fushi's like, well, actually maybe this is what I need. But it went in a different direction when Perona's form was like, didn't want any of that. So it seemed like
this week.
Yeah, just everybody's showing
up. So it seems like we were going to go in that direction. So I think because of that, I think that's one of the things we'll be doing in this season is we'll be hopefully getting that Tuma out of Kahaku. You know what? You know what I could see? Theory time.
What? Oh God. Here we go, everybody. Gather round.
I think because as we know, Fushi can just create any kind of form and bring that person back to life. I wonder if there's some sort of future where Fushi is like forced to create the form of Hayase, and that maybe has to do with, because we saw in season 1 how the knocker took the form of March as an example, stole it from him. So I wonder if that knocker could steal Hayase's form and become complete again.
I mean, it's possible for Hayase to return via Knocker X Fushi shenanigans. I mean, anything is possible with the show right now. I mean, I guess it's a wait and see thing for me. I am opposed to Hayase coming back, but I would just have to see how it plays out at this point. I think what's going on now though is kind of interesting. But yeah, I gotta see more. But the whole thing, like I said, the concept with these lingering feelings of the souls that are departed souls that are with Fushi having an effect on him currently, that's very interesting to me. But it makes me think a couple of things. So if he has to adhere to all the feelings of the people he transforms into, and mind you, the way it was portrayed in the show, it isn't just that whoever he transforms into at that time. So let's say he transforms into March. It's not that he's going to only have the feelings that March has, because he was in the form of Perona, and then he felt attached to that toy or that doll. So March's feelings were lingering, even though he was in Perona's form. But kind of what I want to know is, like when does those feelings linger, or when does it leak out to the point that it affects him? Like, is it if it's a strong feeling? Because obviously Perona would be repulsed by one of Hayase's descendants, so maybe that's why he felt that way. Because depending on that answer, it will answer a bigger question of, is Fushi an actual person? As in, like, is everything he's done and thought and agonized about, is it actually him, or is it just the feelings of the people he's taking, and it's like just a culmination of everything?
I don't know. I think you're right about the strong feeling aspect of it. I think that's logical. I think that makes sense. QRW6 says in the chat a lot of stuff. Got to catch up. Bon is definitely the highlight. The only person who understands Fushi's revivability is Bon because of him being able to see and speak to ghosts. Perona's body got sick and couldn't be around Hayase's descendants. It's not love, but exception. That Knocker is Hayase's will by now. Vader Moon says tomorrow's Chainsaw Man episode is going to be a banger. What do you think about that, EA?
I have nothing to say. Well, I do have something to say. It just, y'all gonna have to wait. That's some pay-per-view type stuff right there. But yeah, To Your Eternity. Oh boy, he's a cast iron man.
Yeah, he was captured.
Oh, he is Iron Man.
Yeah, and he's a part of an iron slab now. I did not expect this.
Return the slab.
You ain't getting this from me.
Return the slab.
I ain't interested in whatever you're selling.
Back to me. That episode made me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog was so good at that.
It's a weird show.
Yep.
So, yeah, this molten iron segment where he's trapped and he's trying to get out. He's using bricks in Gugu's form to try and melt open the iron door, and it's just not enough. And then suddenly it opens, and you're like, what the hell is that? It's a cauldron full of molten iron, and they pour it directly on top of Fushi. I was shocked by this. I didn't expect them to do something like this. Like, this was extremely cruel and unexpected in the way they showed it. I said it on Twitter. The score in this season of To Your Eternity, amazing. I don't know who does it. So freaking good in this season. If there's anything that's like perfect about this show, it's this music in this anime. I've been nothing but impressed with it so far, and I think this is another example of that. And I think that it was just crazy. It's unexpected, out of nowhere, extremely violent and gory and memorable, in my opinion.
It's a shame Fushi isn't a vengeful god, because they would all be dead whenever he is able to get out of there. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get out of there. That one dude was counting all the times that he died or whatever, and at the very end he was like, I forgot what number it was, but it was very high, and then you just see his eyes just open up, and he's just like, oh, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna fuck shit up, and I went, no, he's not. This is Fushi we're talking about. He's not going to do that. He's gonna say, please stop hurting me, and then everybody's going to keep pouring more molten lava on him.
This might be like a Blade of the Immortal situation. They're both immortals in this case, and Blade of the Immortal, Manji is basically continually tortured for like years. Like, he's cut apart, cut to pieces, because he's immortal. He can't be killed, so he's just tortured. for a long time. That's what this sort of feels like. It feels like it's channeling that sort of thing. So could be like that. If it is, God forbid.
Yeah, being immortal, but that power on its own has never been a good power, in my opinion. Just by itself. Obviously, if you're strong and all of that, and if you're immortal, yeah, cool, because that means you can finish a fight or whatever. But
Yep.
if you are in a situation like this, it's the best way to deal with immortal. Just incapacitate them in some way.
Maybe he can change into a fly and he'll fly out or something.
He probably, well, I don't know, because he can maintain those forms and as he's dying. So I don't know. Maybe he could do something. I don't know what this one to do though.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna help bust him out. I don't see him doing it on his own.
It's gonna be Bro Girl.
Oh God, you know what was funny? I forgot about her. So when Fushi was running away and he accidentally ran into the barrel, and then you just see her. I just laughed because I forgot she was in the barrel.
Maybe she should have been the one in the molten iron.
Hey, bro, that's mean.
I mean, I can't deny that. I mean, she is annoying.
It's not enough.
You're right.
It's not enough to melt her.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's not mean. It's glorious.
You guys are sick. You're not a pro.
Bro roasting on an open fire. Bro nipping at your nose.
Are they feeding her, or is she
I
just
hope
like?
not.
Oh my God! Is she just like going off of pure like little sister energy?
She's eating. I think she's just eating whatever's in that barrel. She's probably got like apples or something. I don't know. She's at. You know what it is? Tasty peaches.
What is Nezuko eating in her rock lacquered box?
Isn't she like a vampire or something?
She's a demon.
Oh.
She's eating.
Mm-hmm.
It was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Another one of my issues. How did Kohaku allow this to happen? Like, they had to capture him, suspend him, put him in this thing. Like, how did he allow that? That's what kind of disturbed me in the episode. Is just they kind of just cut to them being in cages and all that stuff. But I'm like, but there had to be a process of them doing all of that. And they did this in front of an entire crowd, and they just got out unscathed, seemingly. And the crowd outnumbered them. I understand they had weapons and all that, but that's the thing. They didn't show any struggle. It's just that they get hit upside the head, captured, and nobody does anything.
Yeah, I think somebody was taking a nap when that happened.
Kohaku fought one of the guards too.
Yeah,
a couple of them actually.
Yeah, I don't understand, because Kohaku by himself, and then also you have the other soldiers along with him. It's like, where did they go? My bad. my bad, dog. I'm sorry that you're in a floating cage above a crevice.
God.
Oh, that's right.
Then,
we had Chair versus Tasty Peach, the Battle of Bottoms.
God.
The
And they're gonna try to pull some emotional thing with those two. I'm not invested in Chair Sama.
Yeah, I like how we're calling her Chair Sama.
I don't remember her name.
Chair Kun.
Because they did the whole thing, the fake out of her death, and I was just like, I don't care if she's dead or alive.
I thought she was gonna die, to be honest. I was gonna be like, well, because we had one pointless death. I thought, what's another one? But she lives. But our girl has to die stupidly.
Yeah. I'm down for it. I'm down for Tasty Peach and Chair, the comedic duo of this show. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Chair is gonna save Tasty Peach, and Tasty Peach, it's just gonna keep happening. It's gonna be a cycle Chair saving Tasty Peach, and I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it.
Toto. That's Chair Summer's name, Toto.
Yeah, Toto. Yeah.
So anywhere, Chair Summer.
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chair tries to defend Tasty Peach, but he doesn't hold the line, and you know,
Sir.
and gets stabbed. Get it?
No.
Toto, hold the line.
We got to kick C off his own podcast.
Love isn't always on time.
All right,
Hold
where's
the
my
line.
straitjacket? Oh, here it is. See, what's that? What's that over there?
Look at the flowers.
Yeah, look at the flowers. Now you're all tied up.
Yeah, we just got to do them like how they did Fushi.
Oh no! Just
What?
put 'em in a
Why
barrel.
not? What? I will accept this as long as Bro goes with me. I'm not
Deal.
going
Okay.
out. I'm not going out alone.
Okay, we'll put you in the same straitjacket.
Oh, even better. She'll be on the back going, "What's happening, bro? I don't understand what's going on, bro."
You're about to die. That's what's going on.
Bro.
You
And then she catches
will
on
not be
fire.
saved.
Oh my god.
But yeah, at the end of this episode, I was like, all that's missing now is a centipede in Fushi's eye. All we need. Already got white hair. He needs the crazy mask. He needs the Slipknot mask.
Which one?
Hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I would go with the spiky one. You know,
Yeah.
spiky
good
leather.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. I think Corey Taylor's newest one is pretty good.
Oh yeah, with the button eyes. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's pretty good.
Yeah. The psychosocial one is good as well, speaking of.
Yeah, where it just has his mouth and he like, I don't know what he does. Like, he like puts something in his teeth to make it look like he had like huge gaps. His teeth in his mouth.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Then they burned them in the music video. I read an interview
Yeah,
about that where they were like,
Yeah,
we got them made and it was great, and then we burned them.
yeah, they that was pretty funny. But Fushi. He could have avoided all of this if he just would have been an immortal god to
Train.
fall the damn train and just killed everybody in his wake. If he was a merciless god, I think he wouldn't be in this situation.
You know,
Too nice.
he should just be like, Gilgamesh in Fate Grand Order. He should just be this benevolent fucking king that just sits and just does nothing besides like run a country. That's what
Could
Fushi
you
should do.
imagine? Could you imagine if Fushi was evil? Oh, your name's Tasty Peach. Let's see how tasty you really are. He just devours him.
Hopefully, you know what? If Fushi was evil, maybe he'd kill Bro.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody
he wouldn't do
wins.
Yeah.
that. No, he wouldn't do that. Because if he knows how much you guys hate her, he's definitely keeping her alive, giving her some power that she's going to be like his like lieutenant or something.
Yeah, and then he would. You know what? If Fushi was evil, he would marry Hayase.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, what are you saying about people who want to marry Hayase? We're not evil, huh? Not me.
I thought you didn't want to marry Hayase anymore.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
You know, that's pretty sus, Satsuki. That's pretty dang sus.
No.
That's about as sus as Bro.
Listen, see, that doesn't come out till next season. That's when we'll be talking about Sussy Senpai.
Oh, God.
Kimochi.
Any final thoughts on this episode of To Your Eternity?
I wish one thing would have happened. We didn't really talk about Bone too much. When the guy, he has a name, church guy. Well, actually, I have two problems. First, it didn't really give us anything focusing on the church to, like, for me to care about them as antagonists, which I regret. And two, I wish they would have made the choice of Bone like quote unquote betraying Fushi. It's not really betraying if he already had intentions of using him, in my opinion. But I wish they would have made that choice for him to give up Fushi like harder on his morality, because it's literally like, okay, so if you don't do this, we're going to lock you up as a heretic, probably execute you, same with your followers and your family, or give up this guy that you just met.
Or third option,
really
kill
hard.
Bro.
No, that's not on the table.
Well, it should
Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't think she would. I don't think he would kill his sister.
I mean, she has to be in the barrel for some reason. I don't know.
She has like Uzis underneath that barrel. She's just like, I'm fucking packing.
It's like that,
bro.
It's like that guy in One Piece, where he's like in the chest. He's got the big afro.
Oh,
like
you're talking about Gaimon.
Yeah, Chia Pet. Yeah. Chia. That's Bro.
Chia.
She's a stupid fucking Chia Pet that should die.
Leave her alone. Like, what? Why are you making this so difficult?
My final thought on Fushi-sama, or whatever the name of the show is, To Your Eternity. That's it. I wonder how Fushi tastes now that he's grilled to perfection.
Probably, you know what I'm saying, a little rare, a little too rare.
A little too rare indeed.
Damn.
Crispy.
I'm confident I can love you no matter how you look. He was like wanting that old man, and he turned into a pedo a little bit with March.
Oh my god.
He sort of did.
It's Hayase, guys.
We gotta get the Hayase out.
Yeah.
Gotta get her out.
Yep. Gotta dig that knife right under the skin and just get rid of that tumor.
Get the
I love you, Fushi.
Get the F out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The old WWF tagline. Oh, when it became WWE.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about Mob Psycho 100, Season 3, Episode 8. What the fuck was this episode? I don't know. What was this last part? What was this entire episode? This was just... What
it was
the
wholesome.
fuck?
Because my Chevy's too high up.
Aliens
the floor, I feel like I'm an
visited
alien
them
in the UFO.
at the end. And Inokawa they left him. They left him.
They
And
didn't
they just...
technically leave him. The aliens like took him, I think.
Yeah, the aliens took him. And he just became their ruler? What the fuck? What was
Sometimes you just got to be the king of a extraterrestrial community.
Yeah. I mean, hasn't that happened to you before?
Yeah, I don't know how you spend your Thursdays, but yeah. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, those were the days. I'll never forget them.
I mean, I get why they did it though, because he gave him a fucking PSP. You gotta do that.
Those things are like extinct now, so those are rare.
QRW6 says Mob's boy lost his V card.
That scene made me uncomfortable because I'm like, wait, is he like 16 or something? Like, I know, actually, they're in middle school. They're in middle school.
Right, they're not even in high school.
It's like
yes.
It's like Mass Effect, banging the aliens.
I don't know. I don't think I like this.
Cameron Smoothie says, "Do you actually respond to the chat?" Sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
We just responded to you, so we just answered it.
Yeah, no. The answer's no.
He says, "Oh, cool." I mean, I didn't respond to that.
But that before the last part, because that was like the mind fuck part. Oh man, this episode was so adorable. I had good feelings for Tomoe. Felt like this season is just payoff after payoff after payoff. Like all we gotten with this club and Tomoe's delusions and everything, and she feels like vindicated and believing in UFOs and life outside of Earth and all of that. Like that's like that type of stuff is something that I feel that shows would continue to hold over you as a gag. Cause look at her. She's stupid as hell. She still believes in aliens. But then we actually get aliens in the episode, and they actually hang out, and they're cool. It's
They're
just
cute.
They have anime eyes.
Yeah. Look like they're from the Sailor
Clannad
Moon
characters.
episode. Yeah, or that too, yeah. Cameron Smoothie says, Yo, C-Tactics, if you have been asked this 1 million times probably, but when is more AOT content, if any, pre-season 4 part 3? I'm working on a video for Armin right now and a couple others actually. I came up with a new way to do AOT content specifically so that you guys don't have to not go without AOT content, and I don't have to do the same video over and over. So, yeah.
There you go. But we don't look at the chat. He just knew that you were thinking that.
I don't know if this person
Yeah,
said it.
telepaths.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just
exactly.
like in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, Tomei in this episode was pretty adorable. I dug it.
Yeah.
The scene where she hugged one of the aliens, it warms my heart. My heart grew 3 sizes. I'm the Grinch.
It was wholesome. It was so wholesome. It was so cute and adorable, and the aliens gave the kids ecstasy, and it was just all kinds of cute at
Bro.
the end. Everybody was giving them gifts, giving the alien gifts.
Bro, I thought this would be like, I thought when these aliens showed up, I was like, oh god, this is that one mission in Halo Combat Evolved. I know what this happened. They go into the ship, and then there's invincible aliens, and then the Marine says, and then they all die.
I thought at least one of them was gonna get anally probed or something, but I guess instead of getting anally probed, they just became a ruler to their alien planet.
It
He
also
does
makes you think,
the anal probing.
it makes you think like what is the time frame of all this? I'm assuming because we're still going to follow mob and everything, that this all happened.
Well, in space, there's time dilation. So, technically, if they're traveling across vast amounts of space, most likely, by the time that he would return, he'd probably still be relatively the same age, and they'd be fucking long dead. Like, for probably millions of years, so, if not thousands.
But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, we don't know how long he even took on. I'm not even talking about like the conversion of time from Earth to their planet. I'm just saying we don't know how long he spent on that planet itself. Like, what's their passage of time? Because
He lost count.
yeah, so we don't even know that, because he could have experienced a lifetime of memories there, because he even said like he kind of forgot his want to go back to Earth even. So it's so weird that happened in the last 2 minutes
It's
in the
trippy.
episode.
It's very 2001: A Space Odyssey.
It turned everything around too, because it left on a very high note. Everybody's happy, we all smiling, we partying, we having fun, and then they were just like that stuff, and it's just like, oh, I'm concerned.
I would love to see a scene where they're like graduating from middle school and they're going into high school, and all the people are together taking pictures, and then you see the one that was on the alien planet and he's like in his 50s. I would fucking die. That would be so funny.
I promise I'm 14, guys.
You don't know what happened to me. You don't know what I've seen. All the aliens I've slept with.
Oh god.
All the drugs I've taken.
Is he going to be used to their food now?
Maybe he's gonna like eat like a hamburger and be like, "What the fuck is this shit? Ugh, nasty. I want some of that green glop."
Cameron Smoothie, I think, says I'm channeling it through my crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Your crystal meth?
Yes. I mean, no. What? He says, yeah, let's go. I've still avoided spoilers up to this point. I don't read any manga. I don't read either. It's fine. Also, I know this is ahead of time, but Himeno is like 24 and Dingy is 16.
We gotta wait to talk about that.
Stick around. Yeah, stick around for a couple more shows. We will. You're going to enjoy it.
I just talked about it being cute, but I really liked how everything developed because I felt what Tomoe was feeling on a personal level. She was kind of disguising her emotions throughout the episode, and she came off as almost ungrateful. But the whole reason why she was even acting like that is because her whole dream of wanting to see UFOs and aliens and all that was taken as a joke. Nobody took her seriously. Her own club members weren't doing any research or anything. And we all know why. Obviously, it seems out there. It seems very far-fetched and everything. But she like, even as they're going on this trip, she kind of abandons the idea that it's even going to happen, because she doesn't think that they're taking it serious and she doesn't want to be let down. So like that whole feeling of kind of reserving how you truly feel because you don't want the bigger disappointment, because you know it's like what they say, like the higher the climb, the harder the fall. It's kind of like that. The more she believes that it's going to go one way, and if it doesn't turn out that way, she'll be more disappointed. But they talk her out of it. They basically get her to embrace her own feelings, and what comes out of it: aliens, UFOs, party time, all that. Very cool stuff.
Smoke weed every day.
Snoop Dogg comes out of there. It's like, you may be in a UFO, but you ain't as high as me.
True. He's high 24/7.
I could see him saying something like that. I saw him in a movie not that long ago called Day Shift or Night Shift. No, I think it was called Day Shift. It was a vampire movie with Jamie Foxx, and he had, of course, a very Snoop Dogg line where he comes out of a sewer and he says, "The reason why I love LA, vampires." And then that was it.
That sounds
Thank
terrible.
you, Snoop Dogg.
Thank you for being insightful to that. What the fuck?
Well, are we ready to move on to Spy Family?
I mean, that was a pretty quick episode. That's pretty much like all they did. Man, we got 4 more episodes left of Mob Psycho before it's done.
Yep, QRW6 says in the chat that they're starting to tease the final arc, so it's gonna be done.
Man,
I cry.
I cry indeed.
Season of Mob is incredible. It's going to end up being my favorite for sure, just because it's really like everything that the previous seasons were building up to. I think it's doing a great job of delivering in terms of the payoff and everything. So I'm excited. Like, there's still more to come, because we were thinking that the Dimple
That's what
thing
she
would
said.
be the climax.
Oh,
But
that's what she said
that
too.
too. Oh, I read
Said
it.
a
I
lot.
read your mind. Yeah,
He's talking to
she
me.
says a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think we all felt like after the Dimple stuff, it was going into like this epilogue-ish type of deal where we're just going to follow school life and tie up some loose ends, but it's going above and beyond, like no breaks.
Yep. Great.
All right, well, let's now get into our penultimate show of the evening. Spy Family, episode 21. My thoughts, to put it simply, are this. I can't tell if I like Yor or not.
What?
I can't tell. I cannot tell.
You do like Yor.
I mean, I like Yor, but do I like Yor?
Yes.
Because she
Why
does
wouldn't you
nothing
like
right.
Yor?
She's like the supreme example of incompetence.
She can murder people. It's kind of like the whole thing of everybody has intelligence in a different field. Some people
She can't
aren't.
do literally anything right.
No, she can't do housework right. See, put her in a murder contest, and then she'll do that right. Put her in track and field, and she'll do that right.
She loses Anya every time. Every time.
Okay, that's one thing.
She doesn't know how to sew things. She doesn't know how to sew Pingy back together. Newt.
Would you know how to do that? See? Huh?
Yes.
Or just buy another
Okay.
one.
Okay, maybe I underestimated your skills. I apologize.
She daily basis burns the food and nobody seems to give a shit.
Okay, she can't cook. Some of us can't cook. We're all
She's
not
Terrible
Ramsay.
at literally everything.
No, that's
Every
not
single
true.
thing.
Not true.
She's terrible at it.
Nope.
She's good at killing people.
She's good at killing people. She's good at running. She's good at jumping. She's good at her regular job too, because she still keeps that.
I'm surprised she can keep her job. I'm definitely not surprised she's single. Definitely not. This woman is a void. This is, you look at her and you go, oh, total steal. And then you actually talk to her. She says something stupid. You're like, oh, I get it now. Gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. And you just leave. You leave and you never come back. And she doesn't, the thing is, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. She's stupid.
Hater.
That being said,
Yeah.
I love Yor. She's great.
Nope. We don't accept you. Nope. Go back.
You know who is great though? This new woman that was introduced.
Fiona.
So funny because the
I
person
love him.
that does. Yeah, she said that 2 times this anime year, I've heard the term "wov."
Oh,
with-
dress up, darling.
Yeah,
Worth
one
it.
time for Dress Up Darling, and now Spy Family for Fiona Frost. That sounds like a drink.
It's just like how Anya doubted her mind reading. Like that's the only time I feel that she's like doubted her mind reading.
Bro.
Because she's like, this does not match the face at all.
Anya straight up hissed at Fiona.
I thought it was so funny when you saw that scene where Fiona was like, I would crack the whip and get this kid into shape and studying and learning. And she's just like, just crying and everything. It's so funny. But yeah, she did hiss at her. She was like, I love my mom.
See,
Oh my
this by C's metric, you should love Fiona to the utmost. And this is what you get. For competence, you sacrifice emotional intelligence and just
No,
pure human
listen.
decency.
Listen. I'm on the Yor train, okay? Like,
No. We're kicking you off.
Your Fiona, I don't even like. I'm just like, at one point in this episode, I'm like, what the fuck? That thing can love? That's literally my reaction when she was like, I love Twilight. I'm like, bullshit.
That
You feel?
caught me by surprise. That definitely caught me by surprise because I thought she was just there just to talk about a mission or whatever. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And she's chatting it up with Yor, and then just out of nowhere, Suke. I'm like, whoa, She loves
Oh my
him.
god.
No, she doesn't love him. She loves him
Wov.
with the capital W.
Oh my god, I freaking love him.
Yeah,
I'm glad Sebastian said that. Because I was going to bring this whole point up. I don't believe she's the female Yuri, but I think they have
hell
big.
no.
I think they have big similarities to each other. And I've had this theory since I've read Spy Family. I think those two would actually get together. Obviously, there's like barriers because she's a spy.
And Yuri loves his sister.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Since obviously that route would never happen unless the mangaka like went insane. If we're to believe that Lloyd and Yor are going to actually be a couple by the end of the series, then that's going to, of course, leave a void for, I hate to say this, but Yuri. That shouldn't be a sentence. And obviously Fiona. So not only would those two be single, but it's just they both are very obsessed, and this would be a healthy way to get, kind of wean over their obsession for the characters that they respectively love. Yeah, wean.
Like Ocean Man.
No.
Take me by the hand, lead me to the land.
Look up wean.
Ween, yes. Ocean Man, Ween.
Yeah, not the band, and not the short term for wiener. Actual ween.
Mm-hmm.
To remove. To cut off.
But yeah, that's my whole thing. So Fiona X Yuri, even though Yuri doesn't even deserve her either.
Yeah, Yuri is an awful person.
Yep.
He doesn't deserve anybody except his left hand. Because he's right-handed, he would suck with his left. Ha
Oh.
But yeah,
Listen.
Fiona's very curious character, very interesting. Don't know much about her other than she doesn't give no facial expressions. The only thing I thought that was really cool about this whole exchange is Yor and Fiona, their past characters. It's a Yukinosha and a Roha talking to one another. And I was like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Also, I never knew that people shipped those two characters until like this or last week. But their interaction where like yours like admiring Fiona's like, oh, she's pretty, and then Fiona does the same way but in a very Fiona way. What did she say? She said, this woman doesn't seem to have any flaws in her appearance. So yeah, she's saying the same thing as her, so that was pretty funny.
Well, time for that scissor action.
That's about probably... No. I don't ship it. Can't do it.
Why not?
Yor would somehow fuck that up.
No, she's doing fine with Lloyd right now.
She would be like, oops, I'm sorry, I dropped the food kit though. And then Fiona would kill Yor, or at least try to, until Yor gets aggressive, and then they would both get into a romantic battle royale, and then they'd end up making out at the end. They'd forgive each other.
What is this, Kaguya-sama?
I mean, they
Sure.
did make a parody of Spy Family with the Kaguya-sama characters. They made Kaguya Yor, Shirogane Lloyd, and Chika Anya.
That's
There you go.
cursed. Chica being
that's-
Anya, that's cursed.
It makes sense. Chika's the wild card, and Kaguya-sama,
No.
and Anya's the wild card. And
Chica's the dog. Chica's Borf.
hey. Slow your roll there, Bucko.
Orf did a bad
Orf?
this episode.
Borf did do a bad. He murdered Newt Newt.
I just like how he thought he was going to get away with it. Anya just like immediately looks at him. He just looks at me like, oh, don't look at me.
I mean, would the dog must have honestly thought that she would have never noticed, but then again, dog don't have a human brain, so Yeah.
I mean, he is very intelligent, so like obviously there's some things that he probably wouldn't know, but it's just funny. He's just like, and I want to know how he did this exactly. Like, did he just sneak in the room and just grab the penguin and murder? Like, where did he murder Penguin?
He must have did something like the first Mission Impossible movie where he just climbed down from the ceiling and then just like rappelled himself down and then just run and then went back up.
Found the body in camps.
Would not surprise me.
One really funny part that made me laugh, just really quick, when Anya was reading Fiona's mind about how her and Lloyd were going to be together, and she was doing all this cooking and cleaning and all that other stuff. You see the scene where Lloyd's like, "Oh, I love you so much. I'm going to leave Yor or whatever," and then Yor just runs by going, I fucking pissed myself. I was like, that. So funny.
I like that scene too, but when yours imagining specifically like the scene where Laura's like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you, blah blah blah, and then Fiona's just like, the way she said it so nonchalantly, she was like, what, really? Yeah, sure, I'll come over. Like, he's professing his love, and she's like, okay, I guess I can do it.
Oh my god, that was a good one too.
I thought it was funny when Yor reacts to Anya and she just goes, Anya-san.
Anya-san.
Oh, Anya-san, kawaii.
Yeah, I mean, she felt appreciated this episode, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, it's always good to feel appreciated, even if you think you're messing up.
Yep.
Yeah. I freaking love him.
Yep, that's what she does. She whoops him. People love Lloyd. Well, I should just say one person. We don't know if Yor feels like that about Lloyd.
So, those two are supposed to be working together on some mission that we don't know about yet. So, what do you think is going to come of that?
Oh, I already know what the mission is. The mission is a love hotel, and she's going to trick him, and she's going to be like, come here, baby.
Do you think she would be that forward, though?
No. No,
She'd be so overly practical about it.
Yeah, she'd be like, oh, look, this bed is quite soft. Why don't you come over here and feel it? But no, I don't know. The mission, they're going to make it seem like it's going to be this really epic mission, but I think it's going to be something that's not so bad, and they're going to find themselves in an awkward situation. Maybe she'll fall on top of him or vice versa, and then, yeah, romance ensues.
The next arc is actually insane for how absurd it is.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I love it.
We only got 3 episodes left, right?
Yeah, so they're probably just going to finish that arc that I'm talking about, but I don't know. The pacing could change things, but I think the arc is at least going to be 2 episodes. I don't think they can do it in one, but who knows?
They'll probably have some filler or something.
Yeah. They did leave season 1, or not season 1, but I guess the first part with the cliffhanger of Borf. So.
Borf.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing too. QRW6 said Lloyd is her senpai. So yeah, Lloyd is the one that trained her and is the one who taught her to suppress her emotions. So in a way, like, that's the reason why she isn't forward, because she's been taught by the best of the best to
keep it under wraps.
Yeah, but obviously she took it too far, because now she's always stoic. Like, she never changes her expression ever.
Yeah, she's something for sure. Interesting.
And it's interesting too, because she was supposed to be the one. Yor wasn't supposed to be in this role. It was supposed to be her, but she was just conveniently away. So I know she's
Really?
yeah. She said in the episode that
Oh.
she was Sylvia was like, I know that you probably regret not being here or something. She basically said that because you were away, Twilight had to take, marry a civilian and all that stuff. So yeah, she was actually supposed to be in a role of being Lloyd's fake wife.
Poor Anya would have been whipped.
I mean, there may not have been an Anya though.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. So Anya would have been like ground beef or something.
You wouldn't have gotten any Anya-san.
And then Borf would have been dog chow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you guys ready to talk about Chainsaw Man?
Somebody is.
If we have to, I guess.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about it. Chainsaw Man, episode 7. Now we have a tradition here on KOA to ridiculously rant about ridiculous things for a ridiculously long amount of time. And sometimes it's on shows that people like. EA this season just happens to not like Chainsaw Man. So if you like Chainsaw Man, don't take it personally. Take entertainment. View this podcast as entertainment, not gospel or reviews. We leave that towards reviews. Having fun. So,
yeah, everybody can like what they like. But,
that too.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
yeah.
What I want people to get is that it's just for fun. It's for entertainment. We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or prove a point. We'll save that for the serious stuff. If EA decides to make a video on it,
Okay, well.
Oh yeah,
I guess
EA. You got some thoughts.
Yeah, I do have some thoughts. Like I said last week, this was the most fun episode and the best one I've seen all season. It was great. And the episode kind of left off with a cliffhanger of, oh, what's gonna happen with Denji? Is he gonna die? Obviously he's not gonna die. But he became Chainsaw Man, he started fighting the monster, all epic. They even played fucking the song again, Demon Becoming the Devil. I'm like, oh, I love it. This is fantastic. This is everything Chainsaw Man is. I love it. He fights this demon so long to the point, I guess it was 3 days, where demon got tired. Was like, here's my weak spot, just kill me. So that happened. And I was like, all right, cool. This is great. Everything went off the rails when they decided to celebrate this victory. They fucking okay. So they went to this bar / I don't know, just a place where you eat lunch, dinner, whatever, restaurant. Thank you. We get introduced to some more characters, kind of learn a little bit of maybe just a tiny bit of backstory here and there from some of the characters. Himeno. Oh, Himeno. Or Himano, or whatever the fuck. One-eyed lady. She's like, hey Denji, you remember that kiss I owe you? Well, I got 500 beers in me, so let's make out and kiss right now.
To be fair, in fairness, Denji's the one who brought it up.
Okay. Very true, because Makima was there and Denji was like, oh Makima, oh boobs, oh titties.
My boobs!
Exactly. So, yeah, they were making out. And what proceeded next after that was, to be honest, one of the most grossest scenes I've ever seen in anime.
I agree.
I was not censored.
Me too, because I was like, what the fuck just happened? He's making out, I'm like, okay, this is happening. Oh god. I'm already annoyed with the show. But then all of a sudden, he's tasting, it tastes like vomit. and then you see the vomit coming out of Denji and Himano's mouth at the same time, and then, like, I thought that couldn't get any worse, but he swallowed it. He swallowed the vomit, and I was like, you sick motherfucker. You absolute disgusting human being. Oh. And then thankfully he started throwing up, because I was like, if he was like, ooh, nourishment, I don't know, I probably would have canceled the show already. But he just up and he was puking too. Like, one of the guys was holding his hair back going, just let it out, man, just let it out. I mean, come on. I would have thrown up too. That was so nasty.
It's so funny, because this is the one week I watched the ending for this, and the ending's great because it has Himeno, like, for the chorus of the song, like, rainbow vomiting into Denji's mouth.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, of course, show. Yeah, just. Mm-hmm.
The way it was done was so, like, touching and sensual. Like, the way it was so good. Yeah, no, this was disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, we went from that, and then I'm pretty sure nothing else happened other than the last bit of the episode where Denji, rightfully so, is feeling like shit, and he's sick, and he's laying in bed, and he's like, oh, I want to fucking die. And he even said to that one dude, he's like, I feel like shit because my first kiss was of someone throwing up. And I'm like, hey, I feel for you, man, but you should have understood that if you're going to make out with a drunk girl, especially one that can't hold her liquor, you're gonna taste a little bit of vomit and booze and smoke. Oh. But so she Himeno wasn't done. She wasn't done. She decided, you know what? I'm just gonna show up half naked into this little boy's bedroom. Oh, come here there, Denji. Let me go ahead and give you some warmth.
Not even that, because before that, she had to whisk him away under the noses of people. So she just, like, spirited him away, like on some Peter Pan shit.
Right. Oh, so it ends. This episode ends with her, you know, getting up all. I mean, she's still drunk. I can see it in her eyes. She's just like, you want to do it. First of all,
in her eye.
Oh, very, very true. The eye, because the other eye is gone. Stare into her eye socket. but yeah, it's I already know they're not going to do it. It's what animes do all the time.
Or they are going to do it and she's going to vomit.
If that happens, I might as well just take this fucking computer and just throw it out the window. Oh my god, I don't even know what to think of this show, because it gave me just a little taste of just like, oh, okay, this is a good show. This is why people like this show. To be honest, I don't know why people like this show or series manga. I'm sure there's probably more way on down the road, but if I would have like read this way at the beginning and like this wasn't an anime or didn't have this much hype, I would have dropped it a long time ago. And if I somehow managed to get to this part, I would have dropped it right then and there.
So I've noticed, for me, I've noticed this. This has a lot of Mushoku Tensei energy in terms of its like clear weeb shit-iness.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I really was.
But this is like, Mushoku Tensei is very like generic anime trope heavy in terms of like its like weeb shit stuff. This show, instead of being like super weeb shit heavy like an isekai, this show's whole thing is this is like Jackass the anime. Like, this is crazy shit. Oh my god.
I'm Johnny Knoxville. I'm gonna throw up down Denji's mouth. Oh.
I'm Himeno. Welcome to Jackass.
God, watch me pull out my eye. Yeah, it's I don't know what to make of this show anymore. Like that really was just like so. I don't I don't even understand why they had to keep all that shit in there. I don't get it. Is this important to the story somehow? Is there going to be a vomit-inducing scene that Himeno saves the fucking day at some point? I don't know.
Listen, we may have gotten one of the most disgusting things I've literally ever seen. Ever. At least in anime.
Yeah.
But Kobeni in this episode? I don't know who was in charge of drawing her and designing her. They need a raise. She was adorable. It made me almost feel bad that she's probably going to get eaten in the next episode.
Yeah. In comparison, I like Kobeni over Himeno, just because I'm pretty sure she doesn't vomit over people, but I don't know. I don't think there's any good characters in this show.
Yeah, this is like a Konosuba thing. It totally is. It's like a cast full of idiots. Even Power. Remember when Power, they're at the table and she goes, "My IQ's 120." Like,
and we all know that's a damn lie.
Yeah.
No, that scene was funny. she's like oh, the dude was like, yeah, I think my IQ is 100. I think my IQ is 120. And then someone's like, I think my IQ is 137. I think my IQ is 500. No, make that 1,000. Like she just has to be better than somebody else. Oh man, Power is hilarious.
I will admit, Power was the more decent human being in this episode.
I think Kobeni wins out on that one.
Okay,
Literally was just a bystander.
Yeah,
and she looked cute.
She looked cute. Her almost throwing up. You know, she saw the puke and was like.
You held it in though.
She did. Poor Denji, he took a giant gulp.
So who's the best girl in this show?
Nobody. They all can go to hell.
Makima, of course. I've been saying this.
I mean, honestly, Satsuki?
She wins by default. She wins by default. She hasn't done anything wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Right now, at the very least, right now. The only thing that's bad about Makima is that she's sus as shit. That's it.
Yeah, and she'll pay you $100 an hour to be a dog.
I'm down.
The prices are negotiable.
Oh yeah, she could pay me more. I'm fine with that.
More or less.
I'd rather go more. At least 100 an hour.
You get a 401k for being a dog.
What I was gonna say. So the whole the bar scene. When I was reading a manga, that it's so funny that this is kind of coming full circle. Cause I don't know if you guys remember when I was in my whole thinking that I was in the same place, talking about JJK. I had a whole I will never read Chainsaw Man clause. And I don't know if I told you guys or if you guys remember me saying this, because I definitely said it on Twitter. I was like, I am not watching or reading Chainsaw Man. This was probably 2 or 3 years ago. Specifically because the people who were reading this shit were hyping that Himeno scene. Like that, I seen that panel so many different times. People were going Chainsaw Man is so wild. Look at
Shoko Tensei energy.
It just turned me off. I was like, why the fuck would I want to see this? Not
Mushoku Tensei. This is Elf Girl having the orgy. This is the same thing.
Yeah.
The spirit of it, I guess. But it's just that's not the correct way to hype up your show. This is not the scene you should be showing people who have no experience with the show to say, yeah, you should check out Chainsaw Man. Like as soon as I saw that scene, I said, "Yeah, I'm not reading this." Eventually, I did read it, but it took. The only reason I read Chainsaw Man was because of Makima. Literally, I saw so much fan art of Makima, and it clouded my brain to the point I was like, "I gotta read this."
You see, she even affects your mind.
Yeah,
with her eyes.
Everybody loves Makima,
And she offered you $100 an hour
with benefits.
with benefits.
But yeah,
But-
I think I am Makima fan, I guess. By like default, I'd have to be, right?
I love you, Miss Makima.
I freaking love you.
I don't like anyone in this show.
What about Aki? Aki didn't do anything wrong.
You're right. How did Aki get better, by the way?
How did he
Just
get
went-
better?
Did he just go to the hospital? I don't think I remember. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. They said they were taking him to the hospital. Never mind. Because I wasn't it 3 days they were fighting that demon?
Yeah. 3 days.
So he was bleeding out for 3 days.
Yep.
Looking like a champ.
Yeah, he was like, "Are you done, Denji? I can see the fucking light. It's getting brighter."
I really do feel like the author of this, the mangaka of this series, I feel like he had to watch a lot of Jackass, right? Johnny Knoxville, maybe he's not a real like name. Maybe it's Johnny Knoxville's writing this.
I mean, maybe he's just a degen that just likes vomit. I don't know.
It's
But
Johnny
I mean,
Knoxville.
it could be Mr. Knoxville. All I know is that was in that's been on my mind for a good while, and I don't want it to be. You know how there's some things that just fuck with you? That was one of those where I just was like, huh? What?
At
Are
least we
you
got
fucking kidding me?
cute Kobeni in this.
Yes, we got Kyuko Benny and Puki Himeno. Yay.
Picking your favorite Chainsaw Man girl is like, all right, these are your options: Predator, Suspicious, Stinky Poophead Liar, Walking
Yeah.
Panic Attack.
I mean, when you put it that way.
Stinky poop head water. That's the greatest definition of power I've ever heard.
Bro, I think the short hair girl in this episode is probably the best one by default. She didn't do anything. She just asked Power a question.
Right, until
And
she
called her
does
Kobe.
something.
She called her Kobe.
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 No, yep, she's the best one. Just because, we don't know anything about her. There's nothing to taint yet.
I'm surprised you guys didn't mention this yet. They had a whole drinking contest, and Aki wanted to know why Denji, or why Makima was interested in Denji, because she's been moving weird to them because she usually travels all the time, but for some reason she's staying in Japan, and they think the reason is because of Denji, because her behavior started to change when he joined.
Yeah.
And
She's one of Hayase's ancestors. Or descendants.
don't disrespect Miss Makima. But yeah, they she says that she will tell Aki if she outdrinks him or outdrinks her, and she like destroys everybody and is seemingly unfazed. She doesn't stagger, she doesn't have the blush, she doesn't stumble, she is unfazed.
She's like Nami. Nami just can drink asunder and she's fine.
But it's like, did she even drink it? Like, was she faking the entire time, or like no effect at all?
She's just tossing the drinks behind her shoulder, hitting Kobeni with alcohol. Kobeni's just like, Pisu.
Maybe she made a contract with the alcohol devil.
Oh my god.
There you go.
That's her powers. That she's like Bender. She gets alcohol and then becomes stronger.
Yeah. Sebastian says short hair girl wins. PRW6 says a lot of stuff that we missed. Chainsaw Man is not making these girls great. No way you can hook up with one of them.
That's what makes them great, though. Because now you can't claim they're waifu bait.
Really, you cannot. You really,
I mean,
cannot.
To be honest, I will say this right now, I have never seen a show that depicts women like they're pretty, they're gorgeous, they got the body, whatever. At the same time, they're so despicable. you don't want you like it's kind of like what you said. You can't pick one. I mean, maybe you can pick one, but it's not like how other shows like, I don't know, Rent a Girlfriend, where you're just like, oh, there's Mommy, oh, there's Chizuru, there's all the goodness gracious.
Yeah.
In this show, there's only one.
Typically, in any show, like there's at least like that one girl where like the mangaka like obviously wants you to like her. Whether that's because she's just nice or she's loyal to the main character, like that's usually what happens. Like all of the women in Chainsaw Man, like there's some issue with them. Now there are fans of them to where they treat them as waifus or stuff like that, but that's not how they're depicted in the story, at least. Like we didn't talk about this yet, but we gotta say it. We didn't explicitly say it. So Makima's suspicious, cool. Power, we already went over the myriad of her issues.
Myriad of her issues. That is a statement.
She's a stinky poop head.
Kobeni, we talked about her last episode. But now it's Himino, it's your turn. Because she is what people believe Misato is in Evangelion.
That's a good comparison.
She's a way worse version of Misato.
Yeah. That is a shockingly good comparison.
It's actually awful.
I would choose Misato, and Misato would smell like alcohol and cigarettes. And Himeno would the same, but with none of the upside. Nothing in that is... that is a vehicle of danger. Do not get in that car. Ellie shows up, says, I don't like any of these girls. This episode was disgusting. Right now, Makima or Kobeni are the best choice. And I don't like those two. This is why I used to get onto C Tactics for Misato. But Misato was better.
Oh, man. Go with Makima. Join us. We have room.
QRW6 says, if Himino does it with Denji, would that be a death flag if she makes it passionate?
Oh. I mean, I think it would make it illegal, is what it would make it.
Yep.
Oh, man. Okay, wait. You said illegal. So let's do EA math. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, Denji is supposed to be 6. He said 16, I think, which gives us room. So
okay, we
have plausible deniability here. But if we do EA math, I think we can beat this case.
Okay.
So,
thank God.
Himino's age. Oh, obviously she's not a minor. She's over the age of 20. Okay, we got that. Denji's supposed age is 16. Oh, at first I gotta explain EA math to people who don't know. So EA math is basically where you take the depicted age of said character, you take the age of their voice actor, and you take the mean of their ages, which means that you add those two ages and divide it by 2. So we're taking Denji's age, 16, the age of his voice actor, which he is currently 23. He will turn 24 in 2 days. So you take the ages. Yeah, happy birthday in 2 days. So you take the age of 16 and you add 23. That equals 39. You take 39, you divide it by 2. What does that equal, people? 19.5.
Shit. Here
which means we are 1 year above the threshold. I would like to ask the court of the people: is it wrong to bang a 19-year-old? No, it is not. I rest my case.
Why are you trying to defend this? I mean, what is the
I just
reason?
want to use EA. I just want to use EA math against them.
Well,
it's like using the Kamehameha on Goku. Like you got to just do it.
yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, I was using it for other cases when it came to girl characters. So I would be a complete hypocrite if it wouldn't work the same way for men. So Satsuki, what's the word? What's the court word? I abstain or whatever. So yes, the EA math is legal.
Bro, Ellie and Cameron have some great comments. Ellie says 19 years in jail. And Cameron says, this is some EDP 445 math.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, that's just from Cupcakes, man.
Rick, Sasuke, that thing that you posted on Twitter.
Oh, top 5 predators.
It's a perfect one. This is your Kodak moment. You mean no?
No, see, in all seriousness, yeah, this is not all right.
No, it's gross. But like I said, they're not going to end up doing it. This is anime. In anime, sex is not even a thing.
It's icky.
Yeah, it's icky. I mean, people don't even
actually, hold up.
touch boobs. Wait,
Hold up.
in this episode
In
they do.
Evangelion, we do see Misato have sex. In Himeno, it's Misato but worse.
Which means they're gonna hold hands. Oh shit!
As Sasuke so brilliantly told us last week, this is how relationships go. First, you kiss, you get to date. Then you get married. Then you have sex. Then you have kids, and then you hold hands.
Yep.
Cameron says Himeno Epstein.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
He really does.
And the thing is too, I think like some of the stuff that she's doing is going to be. I'm saying think. I've read the manga, but let me just talk as if I haven't. Like some of her actions is going to be kind of excused as but she was drunk. Listen, she already knew the age of Denji. Drunk people don't.
Their inhibitions go away. They don't turn into a different person.
They don't turn into a completely different. She's not a different character now. I mean, that to be fair, in anime they make it seem like that. So like anime logic, she may be a different person because in anime they act like there's like a stark contrast in your personality when you're drunk.
Right. It's like, look, I accidentally slipped and my penis fell inside her. Okay, just come on. These things happen.
I had a couple of beers. Come on.
Hey, I'm fixing a pizza over here, a pizza pie.
Why are you fixing the pizza? There's a naked woman in your bed.
I mean, what's better, pizza or naked woman? I know what I'm picking.
You got a good point. Yeah, especially with that extra pepperoni.
Yeah. I don't care if it's Little Caesars. I'm picking the pizza.
Oh man, and but it did seem in that last scene that Himeno was very jealous of Makima. I think she called her a bitch, didn't she?
I don't remember. I kind of blacked out after I saw the vomit.
She called Makima a bitch, which honestly, if there's a lot of things Makima we've seen from Makima, bitch.
I mean, she paid for the entire tab.
She's
I'll at least be grateful.
Bro, if anything, she's very reasonable.
You got the American Express Brack card.
Mm-hmm.
I said Brack. I meant black. Sorry.
I just like how Denji avoided Makima when she asked about the kiss. She's like, "Kissu? What is this kissu?"
It's like, oh, nothing. You'll see in a few hours when the vomit comes.
Yeah, I like how Denji's like, kiss? No kiss. What do you mean, no kiss? And Himeno's like,
And then Himeno's like,
"Fuck,
wait,
yes,
you don't
we
want to
are."
kiss? Oh man.
Keys.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the
The only-
downfall of Denji.
Yep,
The
you should have said no.
At least we got Kopeni this episode.
Yeah, he should have said no. But his
I
little teenage boner was telling him otherwise.
Do you want to marry Kobeni C? Because you said she was cute on too many occasions. So
She was adorable in this episode. But I'm not going anywhere near Kopeni. That what you're suggesting?
She'll probably be afraid of you.
Probably, yeah. She'll probably try to stab me.
You know, she'd be like, let's just sacrifice him to the hallway god or demon.
Let's kill him.
Hey, she was sorry about it, I think.
I mean, that's definitely something
I'm
to
sure
forgive
she
someone
was.
over.
To be fair, she is pretty crazy.
Aren't
My
we
bad. No comment.
We learned that the Fox Devil, which Aki has a contract with, makes contracts with humans all the time because who said it? Was it Himeno that said that she's down bad?
She loves humans.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, the Fox Devil doesn't usually like lend the head because I guess like other people have
That's what she
different
said.
parts of the fox.
Hey.
Why did she say that? Why did she say that specific thing? See, no, we're getting down to this because now I'm terrified of what you do in your spare time.
It's fine.
No, you're not gonna dingy me. Answer me. Let me know.
Cameron says FMK, Kobeni, Makima, or Himeno.
So fuck.
This
I'm
is
sorry,
bad.
guys. I'm still going. I'm sorry, guys. I know I said all that shit, but fuck Himeno.
Why?
Mary.
You go projectile vomit on your ass.
No, she does. Just don't get her drunk.
She smells like cigarettes too.
I know.
But
Listen, it's really because of how I think things would go with Kobeni, which would, in my opinion, would be like 10 times worse. So no. So obviously I'm going with Mary Makima and kill Kobeni.
Oh, poor Kopeni.
I think Kobeni has to die for me. And I'm gonna have to marry Makima, and yeah, fuck Himeno. Oh god, what did I just say? Oh
You
god.
said the correct thing. Embrace it. This is who you are now.
I'm killing everybody.
This is the way to go.
I'm just gonna say, Aki, let me borrow that cone, and then all of them die in one fell swoop.
Well, actually, what was interesting, Kobeni has a contract with the devil, but she didn't say what it was.
The panic
So
devil.
she might destroy you. EA, we don't know what she can do.
Nah.
Well,
Nah, she's like dog food or something. Who cares?
yeah. It's the demon
Barf
of
devil.
toilet paper.
Dude, there's
It's
no
like some
dude.
lame demon.
It makes sense. Toilet paper, very, very easy to decimate that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like the wind could hit Kobeni wrong and she'd die. I believe it.
That's what you think.
She gonna break in half.
Kobeni is a devil hunter for a reason. Don't
Because
underestimate her.
It was either that or become
She's
a
like-
prostitute.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I know.
She's like,
I mean,
she's like
but it's
King.
still not like an easy profession that you could just go into.
She's like King from One
Very
Punch
true.
Man. She's just bluffing her way through it.
Lies.
So she's actually the female version of Saitama.
No, she's a female version of
No.
King.
Oh, even better. But except King pretends like he's tough. I mean, Kobeni just, she's not.
People are just fooled. They're like, oh my god, she's so cute. That's what it is.
The demons will just let her go because she's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you. You go ahead, little Kobeni.
I'm gonna kill you now. Oh, you go right ahead. Wait, what?
That's when Cone happens, and then Aki's like, yeah, I'm the best character.
Cameron asks if I'm gonna make Blue Lock content. I thought about watching it. That's about as far as I've gotten with that. I've heard it's pretty good. Heard it's one of the standouts of the season. But I'm not sure. I'm just sort of depressed right now. I don't want to make any content. But
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna make a parody movie, like a porno, and call it Blue Cock.
Oh god.
It's gonna involve Avatar and the
They made a parody porno of Jujutsu Kaisen, and it was
you watched that.
horrific.
I love
I
the play-by-play. Panda actually got down.
Yeah, that was.
Man, Nobara got fucked pretty hard in season 1 of JJK.
Well,
Because
I think
whole
Miwa was the best performer by
Yeah.
leaps and bounds.
well, she's useless.
Not
Except for-
in that time.
I will say her one good trait: blowjob.
There's a meme that Kobeni's devil is the blowjob devil. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No,
Like that's
Why?
the meme in the community.
because
of
she
because-
sucks.
no,
Yeah, no,
it's
there you
because of
go.
the whole sex worker thing.
Oh, now that's funny.
The OnlyFans devil.
But is
the,
OnlyFans scary?
the Pornhub devil.
To some, it very much is.
You know the devil's coming whenever you hear.
Suyo.
So, did you see the hentai where Naruto used a ton of shadow clones and piped the entire Leaf Village? No. No. And I don't want to. I don't
Last week.
plan on. Last week.
No
You
comment.
saw it last week?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what he
Any
said.
final thoughts on
Well, there you
Chainsaw
go.
Man?
I am so disappointed in Chainsaw Man.
Wait, disappointed means you had expectations. You had expectations.
Yeah! I mean, this was like one of the most hyped animes I've seen in a long time. Like, I remember when Attack on Titan came out. At least it lived up to the hype. But this, I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know a single, like I didn't read the manga, nothing. And I didn't even watch the trailer, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my, my expectations to a minimum. But even then, it's like, I wonder why it's so popular, and I wonder why people like it. Because even if I don't like an anime, I can understand why people like certain shows. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this, I don't even know why people like it. So I'm at that point right now. But maybe something happens later on. Maybe it'll get better. But as of right now, I'm just disappointed.
Well, I'll just say this much. This is not. I'm not going to say anything to try to change your mind on it. I think part of where the hype comes from is the fact that Chainsaw Man was a Shonen Jump series. Not only is that going to give it more exposure and it's going to boost its popularity, but because of the nature of Chainsaw Man, it felt like a shift in Shonen Jump. Like, for your predecessors to be like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, stuff like that, Chainsaw Man felt like a very different series that shouldn't have been in Jump. So that also kind of gave it an edge in terms of its popularity, because they were like, people were like, yo, like, how could they put this in Jump? This is supposed to be for kids and all of that stuff. So that's part of the reason why it also receives its hype. I mean, I still genuinely like this show. I don't hype it as much as other people, but yeah, I would say the beginning stuff of Chainsaw Man, like it really starts to hit its stride in a certain area. I don't even know if we're going to get to it, but that's just my perspective on it. I understand why you feel the way you feel, though.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see that stride here soon.
I originally went into this expecting like a really deep story, and now 7 episodes into it, now I'm like, oh, this is just the Jackass of anime. Okay, that's how I'm seeing it. It's just crazy shit, crazy stupid stunts. I expect next episode there to be a stampede of bulls. That's yeah. And I think now my expectations are in a good place because of that. So, not that I just expected something different. I don't think the show's bad. I don't hate the show or anything.
I think it's entertaining. The scene is coming up. There's going to be a big turning point in the series. I don't know what episode it's going to be, because it's been like a year since I read the manga, so I don't know the exact chapter. But there's going to be a big turning point in the series, and I think I'm not going to say it's going to, it's going to just start to be like this great anime in your eyes, but I think it'll make you pay attention. Like, wait, what?
So you're saying there's a chance?
Maybe, possibly, probably.
Ellie says, EA never believe the hype. People will hype up air. That is true.
It's so true.
Air is pretty cool.
Yeah, you can breathe it. It's free.
I don't know. I think Steve Jobs did better.
Overrated.
Cameron says, next episode, I'm going to be ready to start cranking it. I don't know what that means.
What
It's horrifying.
That doesn't make me look forward to it. Oh, are we going back to that? Soldier Boy telling. Aww.
Yo!
Get
Mike
that,
him up in his own.
Why Craigie, why roll? Maki my Superman that Superman that
he also goes on to say, EA, I see what you're saying. On a real note, I think it's slightly overrated. I haven't watched many anime, but I like JJK, Blue Lock so far, Fire Force, etc. more than that.
Yeah, I like Jujutsu Kaisen better than this. I mean, I don't even have to like think about that. I do.
Yeah, I think I like JJK better than this as well.
Looking forward to next year, season 2. You and me, see, tag team it.
Let's go the tag team with C and EA.
Let's go. What a cheer! What a cheer!
I think what I was talking about might happen sooner than I thought. So we're definitely going to see it this season. Definitely. They're moving at a faster pace than I thought in the manga.
As long as we at least get to see Kobeni be really cute one more time before she inevitably dies.
Oh, what's
Like-
happening next episode?
Oh, really? Guys, I have a confession to make.
What was that?
I lost No Nut November.
Oh, I mean, I don't participate, so I guess I lost in a sense too.
I think I lost in like second day of November.
That's the best time. Then you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. You
Release
do
your inhibitions.
You do your
Yeah.
one time, you know, you do your one day. Get out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Some
like you-
people
it's
say
like-
one day is worth 30.
Hey,
I don't know who said that.
Nicolas Cage gone in 60 seconds. Just saying.
Hmm.
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Do anything.
I don't know why people, well, especially guys, participate in No Nut November.
I don't know. I
mean-
think it's just a dumb joke at this point.
Right, because, you know, December 1st comes around. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like that scene in Scary Movie. Whatever you finally do, busted it.
I cut my dick off.
What?
So I don't got to worry about it anymore.
Wait, no, you can't make that a transition. Why would you do that?
So I never lose, because I never lose.
You know, it eventually has to go back on.
Well, that's why we made it detachable.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
you know what I'm
you got a
saying?
pocket penis.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You can turn it into a lightsaber, and then when you're done, you can put
Right,
it
yeah.
back.
It's like RoboCop, but for genitals.
Your move, creep.
Great.
I'm so glad we were talking about that.
Well, I give this episode a pass because of Kobeni. EA, where can they find you?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. There's a question I gotta ask you. Where is Harvey Dent? Sorry, I became the Joker for a second. You
Is
can.
Is that from the first Batman Arkham game?
No. That's Heath Ledger's Joker when he crashes the party. And he's like-
Oh.
He's eating the shrimp as he's like talking to people and taking champagne from people, drinking it, slapping it down, and then he's going up to people one by one. Do you know where Harvey is? Smacking him upside the head. Huh? Do you? And then he's just like, how about you? No. And then I love it. He's still eating, and he goes up to this one dude, and he's like, I'll settle for his loved ones. He's like, we're not intimidated by thugs. You know, you remind me of my father. Then he just flips on a switch, takes out his pocket knife. I hated my father. I love that movie. I could probably quote everything that man said in that movie. But anyway, back to my channel. There's nothing on it. It's an oasis. It's
Wonderwall?
no, it's not Wonderwall. And don't start playing it. I know you're reaching for that guitar.
What do you mean?
I hear you. I knew it.
It's out of tune. But
Yes, keep it that way. But you can go to my channel. I lost a few subscribers just because I haven't been posting any content. Again, that's my fault. I am going to get back into it. I just need to get the software. I think I'm going to get the software this week, and I'm going to make content. So, for any of you still listening, please subscribe to my channel. You won't be disappointed because I'm going to do this regularly. It may not necessarily be anime related. It might be movie related. It might be not anime, but animated cartoon related. Maybe a whole bunch of different things. Stuff that I've always wanted to talk about, for sure. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, enjoy that. Twitch is there, and so is Twitter. I don't go on any of them, but maybe I'll do Twitch whenever I set up this green screen. That's right. I have green screen. so I could be anywhere whenever I stream. Woo!
Yeah, you could even be on a boat.
I know. It could even be a boat.
It could
Here,
be a
just
boat.
take the boat. We'll take the box.
The third week in a
Oh,
row we've referenced that.
I know. I just need to watch that episode now. But yeah, follow me there. Subscribe, love, share, like, comment, favorite, save to watch later. What else can you do on YouTube? Just downvote.
Control, Alt, Delete,
Yeah, do that. F5 or F3 or whatever it is.
F11.
F11, that's it. So,
But most importantly, F you if you don't follow it.
yeah. Love you.
Love you.
I freaking love him.
As for me, you know where to find me at. You've been here long enough. YouTube, Satsuki the Savage, Satsuki the Reactor, up and coming Satsuki the I haven't decided on the name, but possibly actually, yeah, it's going to be like a gaming channel, where I'm going to post some of the VODs for my Twitch, but it's going to be edited. It's going to be a long process because especially the doggone romper streams with them being like 10 hours, it's going to be a bitch to edit, but it's going to happen eventually, I promise. But yeah, other than that, Twitch as well, Satsuki the Savage with a DA, where I play Danganronpa, where sometimes I watch TV shows like The Boys, like Better Call Saul. Probably actually want to do that Friday, because there's some episodes I gotta watch. Shout out to Kim. But that's about it.
As for me, this week, I don't have anything going on. However, let's see here. Let me get the right date. Just make sure. December the 6th, I will have a Chainsaw Man video coming up. We're going to be talking about
Vomit.
Best
about
waifus.
vomit. No, we're gonna be talking about I don't remember.
It's gonna be some great stuff.
What's the best air freshener to use when power uses your toilet?
The whole bottle of Axe, the whole bottle. Oh, it's a video on because there's a lot of, for some reason, weird ass controversy behind this show, and I want to talk about it, not because I think the discussion points are bad or that the show needs defending. It's because I just think it's interesting. People hate things because it's popular. That's nothing new. Just getting the discussion of breaking down those talking points. Be pretty fun, I think. That's gonna happen on December the 6th. At least I hope. I guess the day before that will be my One Piece video on Little Garden, I want to say. It's hard to remember because I'm 3 videos ahead on Patreon. Of course, I have a Patreon platform. If you haven't already, go check it out. Patreon.com/CTactics, where you get all of my One Piece videos, 3 videos in advance early, which we're currently on Drum Island right now. We're about to go into Arabasta, so that should be fun. But yeah, a couple videos next week, and then that's it. Nothing this week. No videos. There you go. That's all I got.
So watch some old ones.
Yeah, you can. I recommend all of them. There you go.
Literally watch, like, just go to this channel. All right. Once you're on this channel, click the videos tab. Sort it by like oldest.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch from there.
Yep.
Watch every single fucking video.
Every single one of those Dark Souls playthroughs. Watch them.
All the way through.
All the way through.
100% completion, and then you'll get a trophy that says, "Thank you, thank
Yep.
you. You're a SeaTactics true fan."
Those videos are only 8 years old, so
Only.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. We'll see you all next week. Have a good day. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Done it.
Later.